Hello again. We are going to be using the letter D with the choices 1, but only the foot and boot twins and adding suffixing. And we're only doing those choices because we are also thinking about the 4 strategy words that we introduced in this lesson. Do, where you can say do origami or the letter names D-O. Said, where you have the choice of said an imaginary dog or S-A-I-D. Add, where you choose between add double D or A-D-D. And odd. Odd, double D. Okay, let's get going. So, words where we can hear or oo in the middle. And the first one, thumbs up. The first word is good. I can hear g, so I write the letter G. I can hear so I write double O. And I can hear D, so I write the letter D. Good. And we're going to do the oo sound because it fits with good. Mood. A good mood. I can hear so I write the letter M. Ooh, so I write double O. D, so I write the letter D. Stood. I can hear st at the beginning. I write S-T. Double O. D, the letter D. And then I cross the T when I finished writing the rest of the word. And oh, will you look at that? That we taught must have about 4 hoods. So that's our word. Hoods. I can hear h, so I write the letter H. O is double O. D is D. And suffix S, because there is definitely more than one. Now let's have a think about words where we're adding suffix ing. And we have our picture prompt. If it has a short vowel sound, is there a double wall after it? If not, we double. So, stand. Let's have a think about it. Is the vowel sound in stand short? And does it have a double consonant after that short vowel sound? Yep, it does on both counts. So we just add the suffix ing. And we do exactly the same with the word add. It has a short vowel sound followed by a double D, so there is no need to double. Let's have a think about this word, do. It's one of our strategy words. And yes, there is a single vowel, but the sound we say is oo. We don't say a short vowel sound, so we just add. And on this one you can see that we have gone across from the letter O and just go down when we hit the letter I. Doing. So let's have a look at our story. And remember, you can pause the video whenever you need to, and you can ask somebody else to say the sentences to you if you'd like to. Ooh, this looks a funny one. Let's find out. Don is standing in a hood doing do this, do that. He's playing that game. Let's have the first two words. Don is. Well, we know it's a name, so we need a capital D. Don is. And then let's have a go at standing. St. And I just add because that short vowel sound a has two consonants after it already. In a hood is the next bit. In a hood. Doing. Doing. We write the word do, D-O, and then we just add again, suffix ing. Now this time it's a title of the game, so do this. Write it like a mini sentence. Do, capital D, this. Cross the T, dot the I, and add a full stop. And then do that. Another mini sentence for our title. Capital D again, and that. And an exclamation mark, because that's the bit you have to look out for in this game. If Don says, do this, like he is here, you copy it. But if Don says, do that, and here he's waving his arms up and down at the elbow, you don't do it because of the word that. So you have to really listen. And there's everybody. But, oh no, somebody didn't listen for the word that. And our sentence is, oh no. That's the first little bit. Oh no. Stan is an odd bod. Stan is an, st, S-T, but only the S is a capital, is an odd. That's one of our strategy words. O, double D. Odd, bod, and an exclamation mark. He didn't spot the word that. On that spot, said Don. So, speech marks at the beginning. On that spot. And an exclamation mark and speech marks at the end. On that spot, and then we add said Don. And it doesn't need a capital letter. Said Don. And that means that Stan has to carry on doing that action of waving his arms up and down from the elbow until somebody else is the odd bod. Our next sentence says it all. Stan is in a bad mood. Stan is in a. Write those words. Stan is in a bad mood. I think he's cross with himself for not listening. Let's hope nobody laughed at him, because that won't help, will it? Oh dear. Somebody else will be out soon, I'm sure, and then he can join back in. Don said, do this and add 2 taps. So let's write the first bit. Don said, capital D again. Said, S-A-I-D. And then we've got a comma because we're about to say what Don said. Do this. And we can see the action. Do this. And we add a comma. And add 2 taps. And write the word 2 as a number. And add a double D. 2 taps. Right, so that's their instruction. All said, so we can close off the speech marks. I think they must all be standing with their hands on their head. Do that, said Don. Do that. And I forgot to put the speech marks right at the beginning, so I'll go back and do them before I add them at the end. Said Don. And a capital D for Don. And a full stop. So that was a very quick do that. Popped in at the end, moving the arms from Don's head and putting them on his hips. I wonder if anybody didn't spot that word. Kath is odd bod this time. Kath is odd bod. So that means that she will be standing with her hands on her hips until the next person is odd bod. I wonder how Stan feels. Yep, like I thought. So he puts his hands on his head, which is where everybody else but Kath has them. And we can end our story by saying, Stan is in a good mood. Stan is in a good mood. Good. is G, U is double O, D is D, mood, M, U, D. There. I'm glad it ended on a high spot for Stan. And Kath will soon be joining in again too, I'm sure. You might like to try this game. Thank you for joining me.